What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today we're going to be going to, I believe, is our 4th restaurant this week. And the restaurant that we're going to be going to today is called Mareas. And basically, this is a Mediterranean specialized restaurant here at the resort that we're staying at. So I've been thinking about this food all day because Mediterranean food is actually one of my new favorite foods that I've had before, but I recently found a place in Orlando that is phenomenal that I'm going to be doing a video on in the future. But for now, we're going to try this Mediterranean place that's here in the Lopesan, Costa Bavaro Hotel, Spa, and Casino. I feel like I change that in every video, but they're both, I mean, they're all 3 things. With that said, enough talking, let's head out. All right, guys, awesome. We are here, we made it. So we are at the restaurant, and this is kind of embarrassing and funny, but I tend to not look at the menus of these places before coming here because I want it to be kind of a surprise for me and my wife, but I also want to have genuine reactions and, you know, whatever unexpected, like anything that wasn't expected to show on the camera for you guys. With that said, when I saw Mediterranean, I could have sworn that it meant Mediterranean food, like Middle East food. And that is not the case. It is Mediterranean as in all types of seafood. With that said, there's actually live music playing literally right behind the camera, so I'm not sure how loud that's coming through with me talking, but with that said, I'm gonna look over the menu and like kind of rearrange my mind to kind of get into the mood of having seafood and just see what they have to offer here, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. All right, guys, so in tradition to all the other nights and all the other restaurants, we have our little tiny appetizer here, which is literally bread and butter. Just gonna go ahead and peel this butter real quick. This is authentic Dominican butter, so I'm pretty excited for that. I'm gonna go ahead and just open this up and we'll try this out in a moment. Okay, so circle bread as before. My opinion hasn't changed. Most of these breads are pretty good in flavor, but they're all like almost a little bit stale in my opinion. But enough of that. We're gonna go ahead and split this one in half. It's a little crumbly, not as bad as last night's. That one was terrible at the French restaurant, which I think for you guys would be last week's. But here we go. Let's go ahead and spread that. I love the way the butter is here. It's just real butter, guys. It's like very bright, like yellow. Oh, all right, here we go. It's just bread, nothing major, but that butter is truly what makes it special. I'm telling you guys, most Hispanic countries have some of the best butter that you'll ever have in your life. If anyone knows why Hispanic butter, Caribbean butter is better than like the US butter that we got, please comment it in the section down below. Now, I know a lot of you are gonna say it's because in the US they mostly give you, it's like margarine rather than actual butter. But even the things that are actual butter, it just doesn't taste the same as butter in all these other countries that I've been to. I can't, like I wish I knew why so I could kind of understand the reason, but I don't. We're gonna try this next one. Same thing, guys. I'm not gonna repeat the whole thing again, but it's the butter. However, this one has a little bit of fennel seeds, so it kind of adds a little bit of layered flavor in there. But yeah, I'll see you guys when the food's out. All right, guys, awesome. So the food are out. I'm really excited. We're gonna go ahead and dig in. Let's look at each one and try them out. All right, guys, this one right here is gonna be the garlic shrimp. I thought it was gonna be fried. It's not. It is, well, I believe it's just grilled shrimp on top of what they call crispy rice. We're gonna go ahead and just try this out. It looks like it has some Parmesan cheese, supposed crispy rice, and the shrimp itself. And then it has some almonds there on the bottom. I'm not really sure what that is. It looks like a date, but we'll see in a second. But let's try this out. Honestly, it looks really, really good. It smells really, really good. There's some sauce here I'm gonna grab. There we go. Let's go ahead and try this out. Oh my God. It's not crispy rice. It's creamy rice. I got that mixed up in my head. It is amazing. And I was right. That is a date. I'm gonna try one more, a little bit more, because wow. Super creamy rice. You get the saltiness from the Parmesan cheese, that umami from the shrimp itself, and a little bit of background garlic flavor. That is phenomenal. Make sure you get this. The next one I'm gonna try here, because my wife is dying to try it. This is tuna tartare. I don't know if you guys can see it on the angle, but check this out. As I mentioned before, this is tuna tartare. I believe they have a little bit of foie gras in there, so I'm really excited to try it. You have some sesame seeds as well. It looks like some possible mustard seeds topped off with a little bit of... So then I have a gentleman that's came by and asked me if I wanted another drink. So this right here is gonna be the tuna tartare, as I was mentioning. It looks like it has mustard seeds, as well as the black sesame, regular sesame. It has some Cornish hen eggs on the top there, some avocado, some pickled onions. But before we grab anything, let's try the actual tartare itself, see how it is. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, hold on, I gotta try another bite. That's really good. I'm having one of the Cornish hen eggs there. That is amazing, really hard to explain. You have the acidity of the mustard with the delicious, almost creaminess of the tuna, the bitterness of the pickled onions, and then you have this nice kind of like Cornish hen egg in there that you actually feel when you do bite it. The avocado on top is more like guacamole. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This one, unfortunately, as soon as you put the plate down, the whole thing fell over. I tried to fix it myself. Whole thing fell over again because it's on a bed of salmon. But check this out. So essentially it's raw salmon rolled up. It's topped off with a little bit of garnish, a little bit of pesto sauce, served on a lettuce leaf with some onions, some tomatoes, olive, cherry tomatoes, Cornish hen again. But we're gonna go ahead and just go for it. Let's go ahead and try this out, see how it is. These are all appetizers, by the way. Nice buttery piece of salmon, really fresh tasting. Pesto sauce adds a little bit of freshness, like green-wise. Not only that, but it also adds just ever so slight nuttiness. This is amazing. I still bummed it's not what I thought it was, but I'm glad that the quality of this is so good. By the way, guys, I'm gonna rewind. This here, I thought it was a date, but I didn't turn it over. It's not a date. It's an actual natural fig. I already bit down into it. I think this is the first time in my life, since I turned 10, I think, that I've ever had like the actual fig fruit. Amazing. All right, guys, perfect. So all the food's out at once. I'm gonna go over mine. I'm gonna taste them all, and then I'm gonna show you my wife's. I'm gonna let her eat though. But she ordered a fish of the day. It's like a fish, I think it's called chio, and it's very similar to the snapper family. But I think she got black squid ink pasta, which is quite interesting. I didn't even know that was on the menu. So with that said, let's focus on my dishes for now, and let's go ahead and dig in. All right, guys, first one right here, as I mentioned before, is a beef stew. Actually, I didn't mention it before, but it's what I've been getting in a lot of places. I've been trying to get a soup in every single restaurant I go to. You have these beautiful little potatoes here. You have the beef in the middle, and then the stew all over and around it. We're gonna go ahead and try some of this out and see how it is. All right, guys, here we go. See, this one today does not taste like it's canned. It's pretty dang good. The only thing I find strange is that all the peas, it honestly feels like and tastes like all the peas were put in after the fact, like as garnish. So they're a little bit more solid than I'd want them to be. They're not really snappy, and the sweetness is throwing me off. I'm not really a sweet pea kind of guy, so that is taking some points off of this beef stew. Gentleman forgot to bring me a spoon. I know I'm eating it with a fork, but honestly, the beef is what I wanted to try the most. Try this potato. Potato's nice, soft, tender, perfectly cooked. It is a little bland, but the sauce really kind of makes up for the blandness. The beef itself, nice, tender, in all honesty, pretty fatty, loads of flavor. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and try the next dish. This is Moroccan style chicken. So they do have some Mediterranean stuff here, so let's go ahead and check this out. So this one here, it's garnished really well, vegetables are thrown on top. Guys, keep in mind, these aren't like supposed to be super fancy restaurants. This is all included in the all-you-can-eat. in the all-inclusive resort. So just keep that in mind. And all-inclusive resort food usually isn't that great. The reason I chose this one is because it has supposedly good food. That's what I'm trying out here today. I think this is couscous. Let's go ahead and grab this here. Grab a little bit more since I've lost a lot of it and try it out. And then of course I'll try the chicken right after. Pretty good, perfectly cooked. However, there's raisins in there. And again, while I love sweets, if I'm eating something that's savory and there's sweetness in there, it kind of throws me off. Honestly, the texture's great. It's not bad at all. But for me, I don't really like cooked raisins. So I probably wouldn't order it again, but we're gonna try the most important part. It's gonna be the chicken. I'm gonna cut a piece here and I'll show the camera. All right, there you go. The sauce is nice and dark. Let's go ahead and try this out. So the outside itself, mildly, believe it or not, tastes like curry. But it also looks like it has some raisins in it. And again, it's really throwing me off. It's not bad. I know a lot of people would probably like this. I'm not one of those people. I'm gonna try another bite though, just to be safe. I really wanna get a taste for the food before I judge it. It's very slight curry flavor, but it's not curry, because it's hard to explain. I don't know what it is. Usually I'm not really thrown off like that. I keep trying it, but I can't figure out what the flavor is. It's well seasoned, I think, in my opinion. Whenever I dig into the internal parts of the chicken, unfortunately, it does tend to be a little bit bland. So this right here is my wife's dish. It's like black squid ink pasta with some, it looks like cod, but it's like chia, which is in the family of the snapper. I know it doesn't look that appealing, but I just wanted to show you the dish. Let's go ahead and try it out. Yeah, my wife was just gonna try it and she just kept on eating. She couldn't stop. So let's go ahead and just grab some right here. I don't wanna make too much of a mess. She said it's delicious. I've never had this. Let's try it out. Wow, really good umami flavor. Got a little bit of this fish here. Again, it looks very similar to cod, in my opinion. Wow, that is delicious. Perfectly salty. The outside's nice and crispy. It did get a little bit soggy right now because my wife poured a whole lime on it. But the taste, really good. All right, guys, so we ordered 3 desserts. I'm gonna show you my wife's real quick so she can dig in, because I don't want her to wait and things to heat up or start melting. Let's check hers out first. All right, guys, so this one right here is the strawberry pavlova. Apparently it's like strawberry cream mousse. Actually, strawberry mousse with some whipped topping on top, with some strawberries and a little chocolate, and it looks like it's on a white chocolate base. That's kind of cool that they have that little bowl there. This one right here is their country cheesecake. Not really sure why it's called that, but if we put it on this side, you have the name of the resort right there. It's Lopesan, Costa, Bavaro, I'm sorry. And then right here we have their puff pastry, which is not what I imagined, but this actually looks really appealing to me because this looks like some of the Venezuelan bakery pastries that I usually have. So let's go ahead and try them out. Let's dig in and see how it is. All right, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and try out the puff pastry, or I'm sorry, the cheesecake. See how it is. Oh boy, here we go. One thing I've noticed here, their cheesecake, it's not that it's bad. Maybe it just doesn't have as much sugar as the ones in the US, but it's not that sweet and it's not as creamy, like cream cheesy, as the ones in the US. I don't know how I feel about this. This is the 3rd time I ordered cheesecake in some of the restaurants and buffets we've been to, and it's just not that great. Now the plate that my wife has, it's made out of meringue. I'm gonna try the puff pastry here. I'm gonna cut right into it. Wish I had a knife because it's kind of tough. Oh man, there's a lot of layers to this. It looks like the inside is that same Bavarian cream as yesterday from the puff pastry that we had, but here we go. Let's go ahead and try it out. Really good. The pine nuts add a lot of nuttiness to it. This thing on the top, I believe it's marshmallow. Yeah, it's like cooked marshmallow. Like home-styled marshmallow. It's not bad, not bad. Got a little bit of that passion fruit gelato, like gelatin there. That acidity cuts a little bit through the richness. You get this right here. Not bad, not bad. Now my wife is dying for me to try hers. I'm gonna zoom into it one more time. Try it out, and we'll be good for tonight. All right guys, this is right here. Whipped topping on the inside. Dark chocolate base. Have a little piece of the meringue there with some of the strawberry sauce on the bottom. Go ahead and try that out, see how it is. I'm trying to hurry because it looks like they're about to celebrate a birthday. So let's try that out. All right guys, I have to stop for a second because they had a party. It's pretty funny. I might leave it in there. I might leave a little glimpse of it just so you guys can hear how loud it gets, and it's awesome. The atmosphere has been amazing here. With that said, my wife's is actually really, really good. I don't like meringue. With that said, it is really, really good. I tried it with the meringue and I tried it without it. Phenomenal without it, so I'm guessing it is good altogether. Overall, I do like the restaurant quite a bit. Everything that we had that had fish was phenomenal. Any of the other stuff that I had was not that great. For the desserts, if you want the meringue, 100% I would recommend it. It's called strawberry pavlova, I believe. Palokva, something like that. And then this here is their puff pastry that I had. That one I would 100% recommend. Cheesecake, I don't know, Dominican cheesecake is just been lacking, to be honest with you. It has not been good at all. It's not, I don't know if it's because it's a healthier version than the one that we make in the US, and that's why, but I love like US, like New York cheesecake. I love all the cheesecakes in the Cheesecake Factory. I just like that eccentric like cheesecake taste, and this does not have it. Even the texture is a little bit different, it's a little bit heavier. With that said, I hope you enjoy it. Tomorrow is our last restaurant, so that'll be for next Sunday. Guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm honestly having a blast here with my wife, but I really wanted to take you guys on a culinary experience, which is the reason I chose this specific resort, because apparently it's some of the best rated food out of all the resorts. You know, taking into consideration it's all-inclusive resort food, which is not always that great unless you end up going to like the super expensive ones. But then at that point, it's just, in my opinion, it's not worth it. So with that said, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I hope you guys like them. Please hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't so you guys can be officially welcome to the channel. Regardless, thank you so much. I can never say it enough, guys. I will see you guys next Sunday, and until then, let's just keep on